Are we gonna let him sit, or is he just gonna awkwardly sit in the corner the entire time?
No, I'll come in there.
Judah, you want to sit right here in between us?
No, I prefer the flank.
Oh, okay.
But,
He's a winger.
you know, I'm out actually. Center
that's all
midfield or the mediocampista. I think you guys should be in the middle, and I'll be on the side. You know, and Aaron, you're already controlling the space. I think you're already at a disadvantage.
He's already
I'm a little scared.
Aaron, you're leading the pregame 2-0 right now. Yeah, I have my my charts. Right here.
To Judah,
Frank
is
spelled with
behind.
an F, so you only have one F.
One F.
But you have 2 A's.
2 A's.
Aaron, I'm gonna give you 2 points. And Frank, I'm gonna give you -1 point. The self-deprecating stuff.
Yeah.
It's not playing right now as charming. It's playing as the opposite of a winning mentality.
Yeah, it's a little sad. No, I agree.
But I like you're getting a little anger now, and I think that's gonna work for you.
This is
For
extremely fair.
the second half of the pregame, I'm gonna give you a 1, and that's gonna
We're in
bring
the
you
second
back
half
to 0.
part?
We're in the second half
Oh,
of the
okay.
pregame right now. And Aaron, I'm gonna give you 1 as well.
I appreciate that.
So you're currently winning 3-0. That was a solid pregame.
We're good.
Now,
we're
do you
good.
guys play soccer for real?
I do, yeah.
I'm more intramural stuff, pickup stuff. I was more of a baseball player, so.
You win the pregame.
Oh, God!
4-0. Actually, it's 4 to -1 because that was a deduction.
Just because you play?
Yeah, it was the way you said it. That was just not good.
Chucky Lozano or Christian Pulisic? Who you got?
Guys, welcome to the Showdown filmed in the COPA90 US studios here in New York City. Here's how it's gonna go down. With our guest Judah Friedlander, we'll be using FIFA to simulate or play out 3 scenarios and bet on the outcomes. Whichever one of us FIFA disagrees with will have to face some extreme humiliation. Here are the giveaway winners from last episode. The name at the top wins the custom long sleeve. Reach out to us on Twitter or Instagram to receive your prize. For this episode, we'll be doing the same thing with 6 potential winners. 1 will get a special Estrella COPA90 long sleeve, and the other 5 will win COPA90 t-shirts.
And to be eligible to win, be sure to answer all the comment time questions throughout the episode.
Our first challenge will be our Never Bitter segment, and the stakes are a little bit higher than usual on this show. The winner will get to enjoy a bottle of smooth and refreshing Estrella Jalisco, the beer that's never bitter, while the loser has to endure the bitterness of eating a lemon.
All right, so we are here with stand-up comedian Judah Friedlander. Welcome to the show.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Pleasure to have you. So guys, we're gonna get right into it. Chucky versus Pulisic. I think scientifically it's been proven the best way to pit up 2 athletes against each other is to clone them a bunch of times and then play an 11v11 virtual soccer match.
Yeah.
I took a bunch of Chucky Lozanos, a bunch of Christian Pulisics. We're going to play a match against each other, and whoever the winner is wins the segment. There is a big Chucky and a big Pulisic, so they have all the same stats, but 2 of them on the pitch are gonna be 7'1". Lean body type, about 150 pounds, soaking wet.
An intimidating winger.
Yes, we can put him wherever you want. You
Someone
can put him
who
on the
could be
wing.
difficult on corner kicks.
No!
I will take Christian Pulisic, and Aaron, you have the
Hold it
Chuckies.
down with Los Chuckies.
The USA's uniform here, it looks too much like candy. I think Mexico already has the advantage.
Look at that giant Chucky right there.
It's got to feel awkward when you're on the bench on a team like this. you know, I can't really talk right now. This is a very exciting game. That was a humiliating defensive move by Lozano.
It's too much similarity, you know? We need a little bit of.
Oh, no!
Oh, God! What's he doing? What's he doing,
Yes!
What's he doing?
Wow!
What is he doing?
Listen, I feel bad, but you got to do better there when you're the keeper.
A player as talented as Lozano is on the pitch, as a goalkeeper, he still needs some practice. And I tell you, Big Pulisic has a surprising soft touch. I mean, he's 7'1", but he really has the touch of a 5'7" man. Good defense.
This feels very much like a. Oh no!
Big Chucky!
When one player is playing all 11 positions, soccer's a team game. But when you're always passing to yourself, are you really being a team player? The game's tied and anyone can win this. When the game's
Kickoff glitch.
tied, you know, whoever scores first wins.
No. Oh my!
Good.
Yes, there it is! Big Big Pulisic coming up huge!
I knew it as soon as I pulled my guy. Wow, that was
I
pretty
think that was a huge tactical blunder by Mexico to not have Big Chucky mark Big Pulisic. I mean, come on.
We can now lay claim to the fact that Christian Pulisic versus Chucky Lozano in clone form, Pulisic has the advantage.
I just feel like I let Mexico down.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't rooting for either team. I'm looking at this very objectively. But yeah, that was a letdown.
Aaron, unfortunately, you lost. And that means you have to endure the bitterness of eating a lemon. Excuse me.
I'm tired of this.
I wouldn't get that upset. Lemons are actually, it's citrus. It's, even if it might be a little sour or bitter, it's actually good for you.
Still never bitter though. Don't look so
For
smug
winning,
about this.
for being the winner, I get to enjoy a bottle of smooth and refreshing Estrella Jalisco. Ooh.
Now, the post-game results. Aaron, you shined in the pregame. In the postgame, you left a little to be desired. And Frank, you really came into your own in the postgame.
Thank you,
Judah. You loved the beer, you celebrated it, and you let your opponent know it. And so I'm gonna give you, for the postgame, another 2 points. Aaron, I'm gonna give you, not a negative, but I'm gonna give you 0 points for that. The lemon really, I think the bitterness of that really got to you.
It kind of rattled me a little bit.
Yeah,
But
I think rattled really sums it up.
Well, after some very deep analysis, I'm not exactly sure who's winning so far yet, but we'll add it all up at the very end. On to the next segment. All right, guys, now for our second segment, we are going to send Chucky and Pulisic abroad for one of the biggest clubs in the world, Real Madrid.
Wow.
We are going to run a simulation and see who has the better overall average game rating.
I gotta back the Chuckster.
Okay, so we're gonna go with yours.
Even if my keeper let me down, I'm sticking with Chucky.
All right, we're gonna roll with Chucky then. We are going to load up a season where Chucky was a starter for Real Madrid. Let's check stats over here. Appearances. Chucky had 46, so that's good.
15 goals, 6 assists.
So his total, a 7. That's really good.
All right.
So now I have to beat a 7 with Christian Pulisic. Let's go to the stats though. No!
Yeah.
So a 6.8. Judah, if you could do a number crunch real quick. 7 and 6.8, that's...
Let me think about this. That's a higher score than 6.8.
I mean, realistically though, who do you think would do better?
I mean, they're interesting because they're not super similar players, but they have very similar skill sets. Chucky is 3 years older, and I think if you put him on Real Madrid, like in the next couple years, he would probably do a little bit better just because he's a little older and more mature. Literally just because of that.
Guys, here's the final segment. We are going to do a growth test. We're going to see which players grew their overalls more. We know.
Grew their overalls.
How did
No, I think that was perfectly worded. I think that was perfect. You know, most teams don't play in overalls. And maybe that's something FIFA should consider.
Dortmund have Christian Pulisic and Chucky Lozano plays for PSV. We are going to simulate the season as they normally would be. They're going to play for the original clubs, and then we're going to switch. We're going to put Chucky on Dortmund, and then we're going to put Christian Pulisic on PSV. Add up the growth, and then see whoever has the higher number wins. So more
I'm gonna
numbers.
make a prediction. I think Pulisic is going to come ahead on this.
It's going to grow more.
Yeah, just because of the league and the team dynamic. Whether he grows or not, I think the illusion of growth is going to show going from the German league to the Dutch league.
I'm going to roll with Pulisic. I get to choose this time all the way through. You get Chucky. Pulisic.
Holy.
Okay, so a plus 3. That's
82.
good.
That is
79
solid.
82.
That's about on line with what I was thinking.
Now we're going to
what I
search
said.
for Lozano. So he went from an 80 to an 81. So plus 1 right now. Mr. Chucky Lozano this time.
Come on, Chukester.
Donning the yellow of Dortmund.
You gained 2.
Plus 2.
No. You
Wow.
gotta get better.
Wow.
All right, now we're going to search for Christian Pulisic. And he went up 2.
2.
81. So he grew two playing at PSV.
Yeah, here's how I see it, guys. When you switch teams,
Yes.
so when Lozano went to Germany, he went up 2 points.
2.
I think that's a tougher thing to do than what Pulisic had to do, and Pulisic got a +2. So I'm going to add a point
Wait, is
for
that?
Lozano because that's a harder thing to do. So that's that phase is a tie.
That phase is a tie. So
Yeah.
you have to like run over everything now.
All right, well let's look at it here. So the pregame score, you had 4 points. Frank, you came in at a -1. The game, Frank, you came in with 2, and you came in with 1. However, you wanted an overtime,
Correct.
so I'm deducting a quarter point for that. The post game, Frank, I have you winning that 2-0, the post game. So when I add these up, Aaron, you have 5 points. Frank, you have 2.75 points. In the simulations, you both have 5. Frank, when I add these scores up, that leaves you with 7.75, and Aaron, that leaves you with 10. However, where it really counted was the game. A win is 3 points.
Normally, yes.
Yeah.
Ties 1.
But since you won an overtime and didn't, let's face it, either have the skill, the heart, or the talent to win it in regulation, we're going to give you 2 points. But you already won that game by 0.75. So we're going to add 2.75, and that leaves you with, Frank at 10.5, and I have you at 10.
Oh.
However, even though you were really defeated, I know there's an inner confidence there that you know in this rematch, you're going to play better than you did in this game. So I'm going to give you a half point for that.
No.
So currently, I have you both tied at 10.5 each. When I look at the attitude of the post-game and the post-game analysis, your attitude was not as good. And
No, that's
a lot
fair.
of complaining, and yours was better. Aaron, I'm going to give you 0.25 for that. So my final score is Frank 10.50 and Aaron 10.75.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I have it all here on the
It's a
charts.
beautiful day. It's
have
a
it all here on the
beautiful
charts.
day.
I don't think you can argue with the charts. I've shown the work.
He's shown his work.
I was 100%
He talked it out
Super
the entire
transparent.
way through. Yeah.
Again, I do.
And I don't think the numbers lie here. You can't argue with the charts like this.
That's it. I had a great time.
Especially fantastic time for
Yeah.
me.
It's a lot of fun, a lot of number crunching, but a lot of thorough analysis. Made a lot of sense. Judah, is there anything that you'd want to plug, perhaps?
No.
Nothing. Okay. Well, I know you have a Netflix comedy special out right now.
Yeah.
America is the greatest country in the United States.
Correct.
Really good, so be sure to check that out. Again, thank you so much, Judah, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. I just want to say to everyone out there, keep training, keep playing, and keep believing in not just yourself, but your teammates.
And to my great enjoyment, here's what happened to Frank.
All right, so even though I won 2 out of 3 segments, Judah's number crunching deemed me the loser. But since he was an awesome guest, we're just gonna roll with it. Never bitter. But we've got our guy, Timsy, over from the UK to help us out with the punishment. Let's get over with.
Hey!
Oh! Oh! That was this close!
Did you feel it?
Yes! You just gave me a haircut!
You technically got.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. We're done.